there's so much beauty in differences. I think it's allowed me to understand my own struggles and to identify with other people's struggles as well. And I think that I try to bring in my religion to every possible scenario there is, because I would like for people to see me as not only a girl or a human being, but a Muslim person. And if I can be nice, if I can be kind, because kindness is a marker of our faith, then I can understand that people will see me as a Muslim that is good and hopefully combat against any bad.
I want to say that my faith has definitely strengthened immensely, and religion has always been important in my life, and it has always been present in my household. And you know, even the simple teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, when something that sticks out to me is when he said, no Arab is better than a non-Arab, and no non-Arab is better than an Arab, and no black is better than a white, and no white is better than a black, only except their piety and good deeds.
I try to be polite. I try to step back and think about the picture before I speak up. So things like I've always been taught in Islamic school, always, from the Prophet's ways. He's never screamed. He never really, and if he had to scream, it had to be like something really serious. But he always, alayhi salatu wasalam, he would always be, calm and collected, especially in adversity and things happen.
I'm not better than anyone else, and no one is better than me. And in a very cruel and tough world, especially the one that we live in today, we have to carry ourselves in such a way that we have to look back and be proud of ourselves.
There's this one, I guess you would call it an ayah in the Quran, that I enjoy a lot. And it goes something like, "O mankind, the reason I made you into different tribes is for you to get to know each other and to learn about each other and to appreciate each other." All the bigotry that we've heard all the past years, when I think of that ayah, when I think of that prayer, despite how angry, how frustrated, how alone sometimes you can feel when you know that's not the truth and you want to say something, I usually look back to that quote and to that prayer, and I remind myself as to what it means to be a Muslim.
Every time someone insults me without knowing me, like on public transportation or wherever it may be, and I get upset, I just think back to this one incident in the Prophet's life, may peace be upon him, and it calms me down in that moment. It was the incident at the city of Ta'if, and he went into that city to tell the people about Islam and just the revelation and just to let them know. And he went in there and he was received with so much hate. He made a supplication to God. He prayed to God, asking God to forgive every single person who had hurt him. And that just makes me think, that person calling me a terrorist on the train, that's absolutely nothing.
A lot of the times we like to think, I've committed too many sins, right? I can't pray anymore. I've done too much crap in this world. But what these stories are here to do is to remind you, it's never, ever too late. And I think that's what's the most beautiful thing about Islam, is it's never too late